aboard, viewers, to the 13th and most likely unlucky episode of the Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts campaign as the Americans. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, we are at war with someone, and I think that someone is Japan, and that we are currently in Pengu, if I remember correctly. Again, it's if I remember correctly, so memories are horrible here. Anyway, in a turn we get 18-inch guns, okay. We get radar range hiders in 2 turns, arc welding in 14 turns. There's no hulls even for that, so that's a reduction in boiler weights, destroyer design, 5 turns. Right, so overall we're getting a whole bunch of text soon. Our fleet, how is that doing? I really need to do like this as my sort of daily update to my fleet and stuff, so I know we've got the new Artero Dominatos class upcoming. Oh yeah, the Macon is in 3 months of repair. Oh yeah, I remember we gave designations to our capital ships. Oh yeah, and we have the Battlecruiser New Zealand, ex-Battlecruiser Pallas, which for those of you blissfully unaware, the Pallas was an enemy vessel that we captured because of how good she was. Oh yeah, this engagement again. I thought I'd finish that engagement. Oh well, I'm gonna have to just redo it. And redo it is in begin the trend of this episode's title. Actually, no, we were in a lot better placement this time than we were last time, so okay, I agree with that resultant. Right there. Yep, more ships are making their way over. Okay, so overall I believe for October we're okay. Just a dockyard building. Venta Cinco is out for 3 turns, but to be honest, Venta Cinco de Mayo, she's gonna be fine. Okay. I'm quickly just going to share out the stream using my chat monitoring device, aka my oversized MP3 player, my phone. Oh, I have a bit of an announcement to make. I have, as some people might already have known, been working on a naval warfare based EP, the music thing, which is an in-between of a single and an album. And I have completed the recordings, still need to be mixed and probably mastered, but I've completed the recordings of Grey Ghost, which is the first, which is going to be the first song of it. Well, I think it's going to be the first one. I'd have to it will be up to future me on what the track listing will be, but if you haven't guessed, like people viewing this part, what I mean by Grey Ghost, it's about the USS Enterprise CV6. Now, I'm not going to claim it's the best song about USS Enterprise CV6 that would be released when it's released. Submarines, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. The Ottomans want a new Artero. We can't provide you with a new Artero Dominatos because of our dockyard issues. CAL Heavy Cruiser Large, which 25 de Mayo seconds. The first one, 25 de Mayo 2, CAL6, will be coming out soon. Oh, we lost CAL to Arizona, didn't we? Somewhere we did. Right. Now, the Sonic class here, I have found is a little bit expensive. I don't know what I did to make it expensive, but it's expensive, so. But it's ASW at least. Turn on the radar rangefinders, which once we have radar, we now have radar available, and I'm going to be refitting our first ships with radar this turn. This very turn, although it will have to mean suspensions of constructing vessels, possibly. One class of our current ships will be receiving radar this time, as if we can slowly fit out the fleet with radar, we can slowly fit out the fleet with radar, we can actually competently fight some of the engagements, as in we can spot our enemies while they're also spotting us, instead of the other way around instead of the way of them spotting us but us not spotting them, and then us just getting sniped by an invisible enemy. But it seems that the game is having other plans. Please let me get my radar. Right. I hate doing it that way, but it works. No, I'm not gonna add everyone on my Discord. I think that would probably lead to some unhappiness. Although probably the people on my Discord would want to know if when I'm streaming on Twitch. Nah. Fingers crossed. Double crossed. Brooklyn's gone. I told you this is going to be the unlucky episode. And it is the unlucky episode. Britain is scrapping a 10-year-old ship, well, 11-year-old, a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old ship. Right. Richmond is unable to sail. Okay. 3 more turns there. Di Maio will be out in a turn. I think the class that is going to get the radar first will be the Aragons, because they're on the design screen in terms of when they had design changes or their design made. The oldest, although obviously the oldest remaining entirely there, is the Vermont class. And we all know and love the Vermont class. With their recently updated, recently, that was the war before the one we're currently in. Updated to 16s. Oh yeah, these guys will get Mark 5 9-inch because they're currently only rocking the Mark 4. Once this loads, that is. God. You know when you make a prediction and that prediction goes correctly. Unlucky 13, right here. Right. So you get up to oil 2, you've obviously got your 9-inch guns updated. $88, no. Ah, that's reduced our cost. Just swapping them out. keep those the same. TNT free, auto loading. Constance 5. Generation 1 radar. Which for us means those get removed. And that gets added on. The heavy cruiser Aragon is now ready for the new modern technologies. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I said earlier about I'm not gonna add everyone on my Discord? I'm sorry, Discord members. I need to copy the link. Copy the link. Twitch. If you want to join. Oh God. Right. I'll apologise to him later. Right, Helena. One more, I think. So we can get the St. Paul in. No, we couldn't get the St. Paul in. St. Paul is suspended while we obviously wait out the turn in which those guys need to have their refit done and also Venta Cinco to repair. And a whole bunch of other stuff to happen. So yeah, we complete the repair on Venta Cinco de Mayo. Done a whole bunch of other stuff as well. It's good. Discord. There. Just wrote in my quick apology to Discord, the Discord server, for everyone. You should have easily been able to have sunk the I-69. Battle of Pengu is 2 more turns from completion. Yeah, bit better luck this time. Fleet. Resume. Remind me what? That many guns isn't actually a good idea. Yes, can't you see the Pterodominatoses and the 25 de Mayo, the seconds, or twos? I actually haven't shown you those yet. Oh, we have radar, by the way, and the Aragons are the first ships to be fitted with it. But anyway, I'll just quickly show you the battle cruisers. With their glorious armament of 14-inch guns. Look at it! Isn't it magnificent? Oh yeah, it still needs the radar, but that's upcoming, okay? Diesel engines, yeah. That's probably skyrocketed the cost though, but... Yeah, 25 de Mayo II. Great ship. Recommend to everyone. Here's the thing though, the Ottomans only want the Pterodominatos, the second class. The only reason 25 de Mayo has 2 on the end but the Pterodominatos doesn't is because, unlike Pterodominatos, the 25 de Mayo has the original ships still in active service, while the original Pterodominatos by this point is if I remember correctly, her steel has lately been used to in the USS Sonic. Well, not just the USS Sonic, but a whole bunch of USS Sonic's sister ships as well, considering the fact it's a massive battleship. Oh yeah, I should mention to you, we do have new light cruisers on the way. After the Tails class and 1847s, the Sonics, which are essentially Atlantas if Atlantas was 6-inch gunned instead of 5-inch. Yes, I made perfect design choices, Finland. I even replicated, main gun-wise, the Divine Broadside. As I mentioned, I believe in a Kallaji stream. Who's left to win, who's left to lose, who did the dying? That's a 7 Pillars of Wisdom there, Robbo. Anyway, shortly, and Finland's gonna kill me because it's gonna be using Mark 1 guns, but I'm gonna make a new class of even more super battleships. And I've already got the names that are going to be selected for those super battleships as well. Oh yeah, and you'd be glad to know your flagship Venta Cinco de Mayo is currently under repairs after a massive battle in which it sunk a destroyer and badly damaged a battle cruiser and some other stuff. No, Ottomans, how many times do I have to explain to you? You are not getting one of the new Artero Dominatoses. If you want an Artero Dominatos, you should have requested to purchase the old Artero Dominatos. Okay, and hopefully after this turn, Pingu will be ours. If not, then I need to rethink my strategy. The Ottomans, they would have been better off ordering the Swedish Pagans class when that was still a thing. Before I saw sense and scrapped all of them on the construction yards. And then just switched the name over to one of the Alabamas. Which would be fitting, because if I remember correctly, the Vikings, which became known as the Swedish Pagans, were actually trying to, or actually did reach Constantinople, nowadays Istanbul. The British are scrapping 5-year-old ships again. And the French are scrapping 4-year-old ships, so are the Germans. Why are they scrapping ships at such a young age? Okay. Failed to gain control. Let's just return to port. Return to port and rethink our strategy of not naval invading, just doing as best we can to kill every Japanese non-submarine, because the Japanese submarines have found themselves to be impenetrable by every single weapon we have. Okay. Constitution, you are to return to our port within the Sea of Japan. So you return up there. Venta Cinco de Mayo number 2 is commissioning. The original Venta Cinco de Mayo has finished her repairs, which... Oh yeah, the original Aragon design can go, and the Vermont design is going in for another refit. Which means that the Venta Cinco de Mayo original is again going in for refit. It just came out of repairs from a battle and now it's going into refit. Robbo, do you request a ship transfer? Or do you want to stick out the refits to your current flagship? We're overweight. Maybe diesel engines. 27 at 61. Yeah, diesel engines are actually heavier. Oh yeah, 5s. Oh wait, I remember he got killed. he got keelhauled, I mean, and the rope snapped and he went into the propellers, remember? Fives is dead. Oh, yeah, Generation 1 radar, those get removed. Let me guess, who also is ironically enough named Fives? And how do you even know if he has one or not? Oh god, these 16-inch guns aren't armoured too greatly. I'm gonna have to reduce weight somewhere. Range. And I'm gonna have to armour these up to at least 13-inch. No, just random guy on the street outside your house. You just shout out to them like, "Oh hey, you're now officially Five's brother." No, don't actually do that. I'll now laugh if for whatever strange reason Fives actually arrives. Actually, thinking about it, no, we're not going to be able to refit the Vermont. We do have a British ship in our midst, Robbo. You may have noted we have a USS New Zealand. Well, USS New Zealand was originally HMS Pallas. And HMS Pallas ended up coming on the wrong end of a peace treaty deal for if she wanted to stay as an HMS and also under the name Pallas. As she then immediately got renamed, reflagged, and given the designation CAL 5. CAL is Heavy Cruiser Large. You'd be glad to know it has 13.5-inch guns, so British enough. But unfortunately, in place of a Q turret, they did a super duper, well, that's how Monroe calls it, I call it triple superimposing stern guns. I think it's time, Robbo, actually, that we retire the Vermont class. With Veinticinco de Mayo being the first of the class to be retired, although she will have her retirement be one of a museum ship. The original Veinticinco de Mayo has now been pulled from service and has been given off to a museum. Unfortunately for you, though, you have been immediately retasked to the brand new, as of this very moment, Veinticinco de Mayo number 2. So unfortunately, you can't have your holiday break in Hawaii, you're being sent to Gibraltar. You're being sent on the SS America to... Oh wait, no, we didn't have the SS America during this time. Hold on a second. Didn't we have the SS Leviathan in service? Hold on a second. SS Le... SS... How do you spell Leviathan? SS Leviathan. No. SS Leviathan. There we go. Text-to-speech works.
According to Wikipedia, SS Leviathan was an ocean liner launched on the 3rd of April 1913 and began service in 1914 as the transatlantic ocean liner Vaterland for Germany's Hamburg America line.
Thank you, Google. Okay, so Leviathan historically was still around, although she wasn't actually in service, but I'll say for this reality, because of reasons, SS Leviathan is still around, and instead of actually taking her through a war with Germany, we actually purchased her off Germany through legal means. But yeah, you've been sent on the SS Leviathan to Gibraltar. And you'll meet your new ship just in time for its commissioning service next month. In game time, that is, obviously. And yes, you are going to be in place for our planned war with the Italian Navy. Yes, I'm planning to go to war with Italy and take over most of the Mediterranean. You go into Philadelphia, Enterprise BB6, New York, New Jersey BB8, New York. You're already going to Fort Bayard. You, New York, and you. We'll have you out of Fort. We'll have you actually out of there. Right. But yeah, that's who my next intended target will be, is the Italians, and our intended targets of Italianness will be Sicily. So first off, I want to improve relations with the Brits, because if we're going to go to war with the Italians eventually, we want to make sure that we aren't going to go to war with a country that maybe would want excuses to go to war with us. Yes, you'll be eventually going for an Italian holiday. Oh, and by the way, we're sending a short man from Texas, a man of the wild, with you. Oh god, I love Tabletop references whenever I can get them in. A short man from Texas, a man of the wild, thrown into combat where bodies lay piled. Another thing I actually think may be accurate is, a vacation in a foreign land, Uncle Sam does the best he can. you're in the army now. Whoa, whoa, you're in the army now. That's, if I remember correctly. Well, status quo covered it, but in the army now. Originally by Boland and Boland. Okay, so the last remaining members of the Vermont class, Vermont and Constitution, are both going into... Vermont is going back to the US mainland as a museum ship. Constitution... She's still at sea. Still at sea? Yeah, you're still at sea for a turn. Okay. But yeah, well done, Robbo. You are now in commission of the most recently commissioned capital ship of my navy. Although not most recently commissioned ship, that goes to one of the Sonics. Most likely USS New Orleans. Anyway. Research... 22,000-ton heavy cruisers in 6 turns. Better 3-inch guns. But first off, we move on a turn. A vacation in a foreign land. Uncle Sam does the best he can. You're in the army now. Whoa, whoa, you're in the army now. Now you remember what the draft man said. Nothing to do all day but stay in bed. Oh, yeah, Britain in our last war we had, shortly after it ended, had a revolution. And I believe the monarchy was thrown out. Yeah, the monarchy was thrown out. Poor Queenie. She never got a throne in this reality. Oh god, none of the Aragons are available for refit. Because it's only Aragon herself that needs the refit and she's under repair. Constitution is the only member of the surviving Vermont class that is actually heading to a scrapyard. And yeah, that is now our oldest ship. Well, that has now left the oldest ship in service to the Agent 47 class. Good job, 47! Actually, no. Our oldest ship left in service is the Sirius Blacks, actually. I misread. Sorry. Speaking of the Sirius Blacks, let's go then. Oh no! No! I've just realised. We've still got some of the old prowers here. Like, because the Ottomans never retired them like we did. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. far, far away from home, and we don't remember their names. Oh god, I've just ruined Far From the Fame, sorry. I apologise, Robbo, please forgive me for ruining Sabaton briefly. Oh yeah, Robbo. I think I've mentioned this before, but I've been working on a song about the USS Enterprise. It's finished! Although I can't actually release it yet. I've got to wait until after May 20th something to release it. Legal reasons. Legal reasons involving the fact that as I'm also using it as a part of my music course, if I release it before the submission date, then they're just gonna think that even though it's my own work, I've copied off of someone else because I wouldn't have released it under my own name. But I have a song about the USS Enterprise, and it is gonna be on the way eventually. I'm just thinking as well though, Robbo, in this reality, because the monarchy in Britain got overthrown, I'm just thinking that the whole things with the monarchy currently of like the people protesting about Charles being our king and the whole Harry and Meghan thing and a whole lot of scandals involving the royals would have never happened. Which then means that the old retired men on my bus would have to find something else to talk about though. Oh god. At least it's better than talking about flowers all the time. God. I should always make sure that I have headphones charged for my bus journeys. Yeah. Oh, we're still stuck in this stupid loading screen. I've only just realised that. Okay, and my mouse is doing the spinny wheel of not goodness. Yeah, the spinny wheel of not goods. There we go. My mouse is now showing the loading timer. That's good news. Oh no, it's now doing the blue spinny wheel of not good again. Oh god. Please just respond, you stupid game! Sorry. Oh god. I apologise, headphone users, for this current noise. I apologise, any users. If you find the noise annoying, there is a certain button somewhere on whatever device you're using that turns the volume down. You probably already had to use that because of my normal talking voice, and you definitely probably do that in case of my rages, which are always sudden and unpredictable. Oh, it's a convoy defense. I've only just realised that. We're defending a convoy of ours in the Mediterranean with some of our oldest ships, and We don't have the radar on these ships yet. If only it were an Aragon class. If it were an Aragon, we would have radar. But no, it's not, so no radar for us. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, Santa Fe is... No, I'm gonna have to turn you two back. You two, you're of the older variation of the miles per hour class, and you'll know that that's not going to end well. They were okay for when they were designed, but nowadays they are not okay. Ah, how many funnels do you want? Do you want to be a replication of the Great Eastern? Yes. Okay, Cambridge. Time for you to charge an attack going to hell and back. Oh yeah, these guys were fitted with torpedoes in their most recent refit form, so it's fine on that front. This is all fine, Robbo, just just be glad that you're not actually directly leading this battle, you're only just the admiral in charge of the Mediterranean fleet. But you're not actually directly in this battle because your flagship is a no-show in this fight, it seems. Alright, torpedoes to save the SPLE. SPLE, look out. There are torpedoes coming to torpedo you to death. And then shift, right click. Yeah. SPLE, it is best for you to turn back. Have you learned nothing of my playstyle, Finland? By this point. Because you've been a viewer of mine for many weeks now. So you should be more than aware of my charge and attack going to hell and back playstyle. It could be worse though, Finland. Look no further than what the Ottomans brought to the fight. Okay. Cambridge. Reverse your engines. Reverse your engines. We win! We win. Full speed. Take that, torpedoes. Try better next year. Right, let's bring ourselves in closer. I want to see the whites in their eyes before they die. Because we are about to give more blood to the blood gods. And sorry, Robbo, I stole your thing, but... By this point, we can actually just go aggressive at this range. 9-inch guns are better than 7.2-inch. Cambridge is now out of torpedoes, which is helpful because we don't have to worry about torpedo depth anymore. We only just have to worry about ammo itself detonating. The Shimane here is rather good at dodging torpedoes, it seems, but it seems it's not good at avoiding 9-inch shells. USS Cambridge vs IGN Shimane. Place your bets now, Twitch chat. Which ship will survive the longest? Oh, hey Jack. Oh, you. Yeah, typical AI. I think I should just get rid of torpedoes on all my ships except for the destroyers, obviously, because they're required. And just, I don't know, more DACA. Yep, Shimane is going down. Shimane is going down. We are going to disengage. We are going to disengage while at the same time of our disengagement try and destroy a murder. Because we all love a spot of destroyer murder, don't we? Yeah, there goes Shimane. Shimane's sister ship is still afloat and can still cause us problems, but... Oh no 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 no! Cambridge, Cambridge, Cambridge! Dun dun dun! You stupid! We're still alive! Cambridge is not ending up like Tennessee, wasn't it? Yeah, it's not ending up like Tennessee. If you're wondering, Tennessee was the first member of the Sirius Black class to be lost. And she was lost to multiple torpedoes hitting her. A small price for what we actually gained from that battle. So. Don't worry, Ottomans, your ships were undamaged in this fight. But okay, Cambridge may be in a spot of trouble, but she can still do 22, can't she? Can she? 20. No, 20 is like the maximum. 18.9 is the maximum she can do. You know what? We've actually got a target these prowlers can go and murder. Return to the fight. Which you are about 50 kilometers away from. How far away is like the closest transport to 33 kilometers? I say overall, by the time like any sort of battle disengage happens, they're not going to be able to kill their transports. Oh yeah, one of them, the James Owens, did get a teeny tiny bit torpedoed. She's still alive. She's still sailing, even if it's at snail speed of 3.6 knots. Okay, good. We win. Admiral Robbo, glad to report to you that of your Mediterranean fleet, which also includes ships that the Ottomans sent to help us, Cambridge is damaged, but she's not sunk. SP Lee is also damaged, but she's not sunk. So, you didn't lose any ships, but your ships have claimed 2 enemy targets. Just that until we actually go to war with the Italians like I want to, there is no way that very little way I should say that Cinco de Mayo 2 would actually see combat. So the last combat you saw as an admiral would be, well, if we're going off by the role playing, would be the last battle in which Ventus Cinco de Mayo featured in before she got sent to a museum. Or turned into a museum, I should say. And it was during the museum conversion where she was reintroduced to her old 12-inch guns, as she has done no famous actions with 16-inch guns. She was, by the museum that owns her, refitted with the 12-inch guns that she originally had. And if they want to see a 16-inch gun from they can just go across the continent and go see Vermont herself. Hello there! Right. Shamane and a Romanian destroyer from originally Britain. So yeah, Cambridge suffered heavy damage. So yeah, Artero's 13 months away, New Jersey's 22, Puerto Rico's like 2 months. Research wise, what we research? Yeah? Okay. Right, I'm gonna focus on cruisers and small guns. Cruisers, small guns, and what was Call out 3. Nah, just cruisers and small guns. We can call out 3 later. By turn. While this load screen's going on, I'm just gonna quickly go do what I need to do with the button camera. I have returned. Germany and Russia are having issues with each other. Cambridge and Southland are low crew. It's kind of obvious. Puerto Rico is a month out, and then Fort Bayard will have more ships in its defensive area. Research is okay. Finances are still fine. What does it mean they're going to be done this turn? Ship design. The Aragons can't be refit. I'm going to be doing more radar refits, and that'll be next on the Agent 47s. Doug Cake. Cake slice. For context, it was recently family member's birthday, and so yeah, that's why. Scout Cruiser 2 is obsolete, I know, but we could still refit the hull, because nothing is going to stop 47 from being the best agent possible. Oh, even just doing that has saved us tons of money. Hell, even going back to good. Forced, it saves us tons of money. Tons of money. So much money. So much. I'll keep your 21-inch electrics as well. Updated, 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 updated. A 2-month refit. Seems fair. Save the design. And we can do more. Well, we can refit them, I mean. As much of the Asian 47s that can be refit are being refit. Unfortunately, 47 herself can't be refit because she had an unfortunate incident with a British fleet, I think it was, in the Caribbean. No. It was a Colombian fleet she had a unfortunate instance with. A Colombian Japanese fleet, to be more exact.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a nosebleed?
No, that's the jam. It's the jam. I don't have a... I probably would have stopped the stream if I did.
Is that from nosebleed or something different?
No, I peed a scab right there. I stepped with it in.
That's fine. Don't leave it on the floor, please. You don't have to stand
Ah,
there, just...
oil in the Aleutian Islands. Grow the economy. We have a positive naval budget anyway. We're fine. Fine naval budget wise. Charlotte against Ruscio. Nah. How much longer is Aragon in repair for? Robbo, unfortunately you're losing a heavy cruiser. USS Cambridge is being scrapped due to damage. Aragon's out another turn. Not to worry, you are having another another heavy cruiser being sent to replace it. Gibraltar, Rochester, and St. Paul, both of which are actually going to head down. So you're losing a heavy cruiser, but you're gaining two. So think of it as you will. You're losing one old one for two good new ones. Britain improve our relations, and it's the second month and your replacement should be arriving. Could have been worse. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 no. Fine. One new ship, Ottomans. Robbo? Expect that the Ottomans will be given a 4 triple 16-inch gun battleship. And please do allow a passage through the Gibraltar Straits when... I don't want to give the Ottomans the ship, but... Then again, we're too close. We're too invested in our alliance. Robbo, do I give myself BB9 and just say F you to the Ottomans? Considering the fact we've been allied with the Ottomans for 20 years. Near enough. Hey, we can. Requisitions ship. You know what? We're not even going to give it to him. We're just going to break our alliance with him entirely. Because it's not like they're blocking the Suez Canal for us. They're not. So... Anyway, Robbo, once we get better, I think it's 18s I want to put on it, we're going to build the Admiral Silent class battleships, which will be our most advanced class of battleship we'll build this entire campaign. And there'll be at least 2 of them. Maybe a 3rd, and they'll... I've already got the names that will be chosen. Admiral Silent and Admiral Robbo for the 2 that'll be definitely happening. And there may be a potential 3rd, which, I don't know who of my viewer base I'll name it after, I don't see a war happening with Britain. Super heavy cruisers. My god, we need to build new heavy cruisers. Here's the thing I don't get with UAD. You had, like us, an alliance with the Ottomans for 20 years, near enough, and then just because you cancel the sale of one ship, that 20 plus years of alliance gets ruined, because it's like, oh, you wouldn't give us that one ship, we hate you now. This is going to be the first ever time any of the 25 de Mayo number 2 class battleships go into a battle. And this will also be the first time that USS New Zealand, under our ownership, goes into battle. As New Zealand was originally the British battlecruiser Pallas. Yeah. It was the Washington Naval Treaty, and we had... I forgot what we had done, but then that had caused relationships between us and Japan to sour. And the Anglo-Japanese alliance was broken because of it. Oh yeah, Robbo. This is the USS New Zealand. Let me just turn down game volume quickly, because even I'm finding it a bit loud. this is USS New Zealand. She was originally a British battlecruiser, like I mentioned, but she got on the wrong side of a peace treaty agreement for staying as a British ship, I should say. And yeah. She's now here with her 13.5-inch guns, all proud and ready to serve the Stars and Stripes. No, it isn't. The only unfortunate thing, which I really wish was a thing added in the game, is that you could refit designs that you've captured off enemies. Like, it'd make capturing enemy ships more of a thing to do. I only captured Pallas as a show to our enemies of, yes, you may have a ship that's formidable against us, but in the end we will still win. Yeah, it is more of a cruiser killer by this point with the guns it's got and everything. So it's not really suited for this fight. I'm going to turn New Zealand back. Tells and Des Moines here, I think, are both the same class. Yeah, Tells and Des Moines are both Tails class light cruisers. But yeah, New Zealand here isn't suited to go up against a battleship. Now, Puerto Rico is the younger sister of your flagship, 25 de Mayo II. This thing is only a slight bit better equipped than Pallas for this whole... Well, New Zealand, I mean now, because it's named after our captured territory of New Zealand. No, Tails, you guys are screening the Puerto Rico, not the New Zealand. I'll keep New Zealand at a distance because I know New Zealand's got a whole bunch of survivability to her despite only having corrupt 3 and stuff. Like, but I'll sort of keep her at a distance and have Puerto Rico do all the work. I should really fit radar to these things, but I gotta wait till the rest of the class are out first. Yeah, New Zealand's the slower ship anyway. Puerto Rico can go 32 knots, but New Zealand, because she's an older design originally, she's only going 27 knots. But for New Zealand staying in service, I picked her up at the sort of perfect time, because if I'd have left her, she probably would have been scrapped by this point. And she also would have still have had her old name of Pallas. Right, turn off avoid, turn off avoid, charge and attack, turn off avoid. Target sighted. They're low on fuel. They have 15-inch guns. Most of the 15-inch guns are focused on the stern, so if I make sure they don't do a front, we should be fine. Right, New Zealand, keep your course. New Zealand only has Mark III guns. Yeah, I'm saying that New Zealand is probably going to be going into retirement in the near future. But, as I said again, she's had a longer service life with us than she would have had if she had stayed with the Royal Navy. I'd also admit she's had a bit more of an interesting one from Caribbean battles against my battle cruisers. Well, no. It was... We initially encountered her with Helena, and I don't remember the other heavy cruiser, but they were both of the, at the time, brand new Aragon class. And then we had to let it go because we ran out of ammo. That's pretty much how many 9-inch shells and stuff she survived. And that also included lots of torpedo hit. Then the next time we encountered her was with Arizona. And she again survived. This time it was a whole barrage of 16-inch shells. And it was during that battle, actually, I said that, okay, if she goes outside, we'll let her go and we'll take her through peace treaty. And as you can also see, I kept to my word and... yeah. Right. I'm stalling this. Let's just go. Kill. 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 No. Secondaries, those are AP. Okay, Puerto Rico has been spotted. What shells are you running again? Cat ballistic super heavies for AP. Incendiary super heavies to HE, and you are standard ratio. Okay. We are facing a Japanese battleship I have never seen before, with 15-inch guns. I don't know what mark the 15-inch guns are. And we are facing a destroyer class which I have seen before, which, torpedoes. Yeah, I'll just say that. And then this Tails class, which is sort of our most standard quotations cruiser you'll see of ours. We're opening fire, but they're not. Okay. Or at least not yet opening fire. We've opened up again. Okay, reduce speed 27 knots. You'll be paralleling New Zealand's maximum speed. CAL5 is keeping its distance, while CAL7 charges in. Now, yeah, as I know the Americans never sort of used the designation of BC or battle cruiser in general, I decided to name the battle cruisers CAL, Heavy Cruiser Large, instead of battle cruisers, BC. Okay, cruisers, do your job, please. No, that's not your job. Your job was not to torpedo your own battle cruiser. You idiots. Turn off your torpedoes. USS Tails and USS Des Moines captains are all getting disciplinary action against them. I am watching out for the small little fishies and yeah, Rugio here is opened up finally with its Mark 150. No wonder we had a better opening range and stuff. They're Mark 1. They're Mark 1. They're Mark 1 guns. New Zealand. New Zealand, you have a job to do. Okay, Puerto Rico, you have torpedoes to look out for and stuff to kill anyway, but... What Rugio doesn't make up for in her gun capabilities, she makes up for quite a lot in her protection, it seems. Never mind, we've just it happened, although due to the game lags we couldn't properly see it. It flash fired. Rugio flash fired. And New Zealand is now also closing in on targets. Yeah, it's actually sort of similar to that last battle in the live stream with the Japanese 12-inch armed battleships that I forced Monroe to go up against, 10 of them, and yeah, my initial plan was to have at least one battle that day that he would lose, because we've all seen the successes, but we needed one loss. And then when I initially saw the Japanese design, I was like, oh no, my plan is over. And then it was only like obviously near the very end I was like, wait, he's moving in closer, one. Also, two, he's run out of AP ammo. There may actually be hope. And then, yeah, lo and behold, he died. Yeah, lo and behold though, he didn't flash fire enough of the enemy, and my plan in the end did succeed. Just not in the original format I was thinking. I was for some reason thinking the AI were going to bring along 10 Super Yamatos. Or something like that. Or 10 Divine Broadsides. Oh, New Zealand's getting hits now. Oh, the poor destroyers though, they're like they're powerless to do anything while their battleship just gets torn to shreds. Like, we're just going in and just tearing each individual part of their battleship to shreds. They've only got one shell left of their 15-inch guns, and then they're done, main gun wise. Rugio is gone. Trust me, she's gone. New Zealand. No. Reverse your engines. Reverse your engines. Good. Tally ho. All ahead full. Okay. Alright, turn off and off. And New Zealand got the destroyers, so I believe that's somewhat fair. Puerto Rico and New Zealand both tag team Rugio to the bottom, and then New Zealand just takes all the destroyers down. For only some minor damage to Puerto Rico, so. But yeah, it's also proved that although she is a bit old and more of a cruiser killer these days, the New Zealand is still a formidable foe. Oh yeah, I saw Monroe's release the short video version of the battle with the Arturo-Dominatos class light cruisers. Which I'm actually thinking of all the battles I had some sort of involvement with the setup of 3 of the 4. The Italian one, it was the name of the ship, the Arturo-Dominatos, and then the American 18-inch battleship one, it was coming up with the challenge in the first place. And then it was also coming up with the challenge in the second place as well, with the one where he built the Montana-esque design. But yeah, only Puerto Rico suffered light damage. Right, because of something yesterday, I've actually got a bit of a song that I don't even really know sort of the proper meaning behind it at all. It's called Birdhouse in Your Soul. Yeah, I've got that stuck in my head. Saratoga and Constellation are around 2 turns. Altero is 8 turns and it's 17 turns entirely for the class. Canary in the attic by the light switch to watches over you. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to put it far behind. Say I'm the only being in your body. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. I have a secret to tell from my electrical well. It's a simple message and I'm leaving out the whistle bells. Someone must listen to me. Feel about vigilantly. My name is Blue Canary. Most of I like to tea. My story's infinite. Like a bar of symphony. Doesn't rest. Blue Canary in the attic by the light switch. Who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Okay, so we obviously gain nothing territorial-wise. And we are going to gain nothing destroyer-wise. We're just going to take the budgetary increase. And Russian Empire immediate smoothing over of our relations. Meanwhile, the Agent 47s, I'm thinking we did their refits a little bit too yeah, the Agent 47s, they've done their job. They're gone. Okay, so what the okay, I've returned. I've returned looking at chat because my chat reading device had a bit of a problem. Yeah, you're fine there. What you need is radar and that. Oh yeah, and the Mark 5.5-inch. Now, I'm fixing the biggest problem I had with these things already, which is their slow speed. And then while I'm here, I'll refit the hailstorms as well, because they are going to need radar, sonar, we got the autoloaders. That's what I forgot the other I'm an idiot. Anyway, enough stating the obvious. We're good. Good in the hailstorms, and we'll be building a new destroyer. This guy is sort of going to be like a Sumner-esque. Sumner Gearing-esque, with that it's only going to have 3 twin 5-inch turrets. And then sort of Benham-esque design choices. And pin funnels, oil to 35 knots. Quad 21-inch torpedoes. How do you think that, or do we just change it to more Decker or what? Radar, RDF, sonar, coincidence, depth charge, night sweeping. Mines are okay. Auto reduced as this is important weight saving. Semi-ballistic, super heavies. It's also like capital ships. They'll same speed as our capital ships. There. There we go. Freddie Berry, which is our new destroyer class, which will be there until we get the flush deck destroyers. Jack, come here. My duck. Come here. being on my bed. Yeah. Right. Books and Hellstorm. All the way down to Samuel B. Roberts. Hailstorm. And then the berries. "16 of you, please." Yeah. Okay, proceed into December. We'll run at a massive deficit of naval budget. Triple hull submarines. Germany and Italy. Okay, we've avoided the War of Russia for a while. Longer. Mark 217s. Finances. The research budget will take a hit, but I don't want a crew train to take a hit. And the transport cap is definitely not taking a hit. St. Louis is only a turn. Right, those two are commissioning. Altero is 6 months away. We've got at most 5 months budget left. But will we live with that budget problems long enough to have our war I want with the Italians? Will we not go to war with the Italians and instead go to war with someone else? Also, I don't know. Improve relations with the Russians. All this and more to find out, obviously, in the next episode because I am obviously need to shut down because of time restrictions. So, hope you all enjoyed. Hope we'll see you next time, and on that, sound service, go on silent. Please OBS, do respond.